You know, it sounds old-fashioned to say, but I remember when leggings were super popular way back when. And when they first started out gaining traction among young women that were around my age, it was super controversial. And, you know, a lot of the older women in my generation, and when I was, you know, a teenager, saying things like, "Oh, those aren't pants. That's not. Those are underwear, at best." And it got me thinking recently, like, you know, if we want things to get better, it starts mentally. It starts in here, internally and externally. We have to exhibit, you know, we do kind of need to dress better because we need to regard ourselves as being worthy of respect. And it should reflect outwardly. That's why we get our hairs cut with our haircuts. Or say wear appropriate clothing. That's why we get our hair trimmed and we look presentable. It's good for us to do that. I mean, it all starts internally, and then our reality, you know, will slowly start to reflect what we want. But I do think these subtle changes are important. I mean, it's not anything major like, you know, implementing Medicare for all, which we need to do. There's no question of that. I mean, we need to do that 20 years ago. But I do think that culturally, we need a cultural movement around, you know, making ourselves look, you know, more presentable and respectable as people. And if you read Dune, you know the Butlerian Jihad is an event that predates the events of the Dune series, where a lot of the people, you know, wanted to overturn a system where machines were running everything and start to reclaim, you know, mental tasks and skills for human beings and put them at the forefront of society. So the people of the Dune universe went to war with robots. And so, you know, it is kind of something to think about. You know, internally and externally, we need to start to respect ourselves and take ownership of our society, slowly but surely. And I think that's a positive thing. I'd like to see that happen in the future.